Hello everyone, it's me, Simply Smiling. I decided to get up and cook me some food and do a prep tonight. Thanks to my friend Jan. Her handle is @looks and brains. She definitely got the looks and she's got the brains too. She got me up to get me to cook, get my brain right. So I'm fixing one of my favorites tonight. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a hot pan of some sauteed mushrooms. I just sprayed the pan with a little Pam, and then I sprinkle a little bit of pepper on these, no salt or anything yet, and let those saute. And then I chop up my kale right here, and I add that into the pan. Just grab some because it's wet. Just add that into the pan. I turn my pan up to like an 8. An 8 is like a medium range on my range, a medium, and just more kale. And I stir up the mushrooms. I won't use all the kale on the plate. I'm going to make some juice tonight, so I'm going to use that kale. Kale is one of my favorite greens to eat. I love kohlrabi, and I also love turnips. Sometimes I like harlots. They're kind of big leafy like. I like the fluffy leafy greens. I add a little bit of more of that. And I also add some diced up squash. Now squash is one of my favorite vegetables to eat. So I just fold that in the pan as well. I won't use all this. Some of the squash and this kale will go into my juice, which I'm going to make later, and I'll video that as well. So I stir all of this up together. I'm going to move this over so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see this. I never cooked like at the stove. So it's so beautiful, beautiful colors. You know, you want your food to be beautifully plated and to be beautiful on the plate. So I just stir all of this up together. Now the kale is going to wither down some. It won't be as fluffy when it cooks. You all know that. And so will the squash. I won't let the squash cook too long because I like for my squash to have a crunch. I like for my food to make a statement, so to speak. And I take a little bit of regular garlic salt. I do use minced garlic sometimes, but not a lot, but just a little bit. I don't like to sprinkle like directly into my food. You see my hand here. I like to just put a little in my hand and look at what I'm actually putting into my food. If I don't look at it, then I may over season. And then I also take a little bit of the red crushed peppers because I love a little heat. I was just telling Jan tonight, I love a little heat with my food. So I sprinkle, this doesn't come out too good, but I don't want too much. And that's enough for me. And just sprinkle that around. Those are the only 2 seasonings I use a lot of when I do this dish here. And just let this cook. It smells so yummy for my tummy. I love mushrooms, kale, and squash. So I'm going to put this back on the hot out here and cover this and let it simmer. Just let it cook. Now the squash is going to make a little bit of more water, a little bit more liquid on here, so it's not going to be real dry and it won't stick. This is a non-stick pan and you want to use that because the pan may dispense in the pan, but the squash and the kale also will make a little bit more water. Let's look at that again. That is so beautiful. I'm ready to eat it now and it's not even ready. Yummy for my tummy. Can you see it? Can you smell it? No. Can you eat it? No, it's mine. So that's my dinner for tonight and probably tomorrow as well. I'll have that alongside of a sliced tomato to give it more color and more nutrition. So that's dinner. I'm going to come back later and show you my juice. Thanks, Jan, for this encouragement. I'll probably be up all night because I have food I need to cook. Have a wonderful night. Talk to you guys real soon.